Hi, I'm B-Rad, and welcome to the B-Rad video show. Today I'm here to do a video game pickup video. These are some of my favorite videos to do. Alright, I got some pretty cool stuff to show you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Alright, here we go. I got a cool console to show you guys, and I got some cool games, so let's get to it. Okay, first of all, this is an old retro console. It's really cool, and I'll show it to you. The Gemini video game system. If you don't know what this is, it plays Atari 2600 games. It was released in 1982. I believe the original Atari VCS was released in 1977. So this came out afterwards, but it plays the same games. It was made by Coleco. So there ended up being a court battle. You can look all that stuff up if you're interested in exactly what happened. But I think they struck some sort of a deal or something. But you know, Atari definitely wasn't happy with them coming out with a console that just plays Atari games. An interesting fact is later on, Coleco ended up striking a deal with Columbia House to distribute their games and consoles, kind of like they did with CDs and videotapes and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, this is it. It plays Atari 2600 games. I got all the hookups for it. I got some cool controllers. I'm going to show you one of them right now. I got a couple of them. These are actually kind of cool. You see it has a joystick and it has the slider paddle, both on one controller and one button, just like Atari games normally do. And it's really cool. So you can play your regular games with a control stick, joystick, and then you have your paddle ones, and you don't have to switch. They're all built into one thing, so it's kind of neat. I guess at the same time, though, if something breaks, then, well, you have to replace your whole controller instead of just one part. I have the manual for the system. Oh, that's the French side. There we go. And I got an assortment of games for it too. I'll show you. I picked up a bundle. It was pretty awesome. Got a lot of cool games. Alright, I'll start with these ones. Alright, this is a super great one. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back for Atari 2600. These are all Atari 2600 games, but they play in the Gemini. I got it all as a pretty awesome bundle. Really cool game. It's not nearly as cool as like N64 Rogue Squadron or something like that, but it was back on Atari. This is pretty cool. Okay, this is Amador. I've only played it a little bit. It is kind of cool. It reminds me. It's hard to say exactly what it reminds me of. Almost similar to Burger Time in a sense. You have to run around the whole entire maze, but you're not making burgers. You're just trying to like fill up all the patterns and like pretty much go around the whole maze and have it all covered. Okay, this is Warlords. This is actually a really cool game. It's very similar to Super Breakout, but you can play up to 4 players, and each player has a base in the corner, and you have to bounce a ball around and try to break through the person's base wall and then destroy what's inside their base. I'm not exactly sure what it even is on the inside of the base, but you destroy what they're protecting inside the base and you win. It's cool playing up to 4 players with this game, though. Okay, this is Carnival. It's kind of like a shooting gallery game. Stuff goes by, ducks and other kind of carnival stuff, and you just have to shoot at it all. Almost similar to something like Space Invaders, really, but it's a pretty cool game. It's a fun game, especially for Atari. Very simple to play, but a lot of fun. Okay, now this was a lot of fun playing this one when I was a kid. This is Moon Patrol, and you're traveling across the surface of the moon. You have to jump over gaps, and you can shoot at stuff, I think, up above you, because you can shoot ahead and above you, which is pretty cool. And this is a lot of fun. This game was a really cool one. Okay, this is Time Warp. I've never played this game before. It also has a pretty funny looking label, if you noticed. There's a reason for that. Does anybody out there watching this know why this label is different than most of the other ones? I know a lot of Atari cartridges look a lot different, but this one's more special than the other ones. And I have 1 or 2 others similar to it. The way the whole picture's like that, the text is just like this white font, just like that, bold white. There is a reason for that. Anyway, please, if you know why, please let me know in the comments. I might do a video soon about games like this one for Atari VCS. Alright, this is a great game. This is Jungle Hunt. This is awesome. This is almost like an Indiana Jones type game. You have to swim from crocodiles, you have to jump over boulders and stuff. Really cool game. You have to like swing across like vine to vine and stuff like that. Some cool kind of Pitfall stuff I guess you do in this game, but I thought this game was more fun. More fun than the original Pitfall. I love Pitfall too. Jungle Hunt. Highly recommend this for Atari. Okay, this is Demon Attack. This is a pretty cool game. Again, similar to something like Space Invaders. It's a lot of fun. I haven't played it much because it's one that I didn't play as a kid, but I tried it when I picked it up. I really enjoy this game, and it's really cool to have it in my collection, so I'm glad to have this. This is a mega classic game. This is Dig Dug. What can I say about this? It's super awesome. You have to dig through the sand, you have to get to your enemies, and you have this like kind of like a gun or a pump kind of thing. You have to blow up your enemies, expand them until they die. And it's a pretty neat game. It was always a lot of fun, and I really loved playing this. I spent hours playing this as a kid. Really cool game. Okay, here's a pretty cool one. This is Q*bert. Label's coming off a little bit. But this is a great classic game. It's super awesome. It was neat seeing Q*bert in that Pixels movie. It wasn't the greatest movie in the world, but it was kind of neat for nostalgic reasons. Obviously, I like Atari. Q*bert, really cool game. You have to jump across the whole entire pyramid from space to space and try and change it all to one color. And you have to avoid enemies on the way and try not to fall. Great game. This is Atari 2600 Football. I never really liked playing this one. I don't think I ever played it before. You have to read the manual to know what's going on and stuff, so you want to get the manual or just look it up online. If you're a football fan, you might like this, but me, it's not really my type of game, but it was in the bundle. This is Star Raiders. I don't know if they were trying to make it like Star Wars or something like that, but it's a space flying game. You need a special peripheral to play the game. It's not really that much fun game. There are better versions of Star Raiders out there, or even games similar to it that are better, but it came in the bundle, so I have myself a Star Raiders. This is Time Pilot. Now this is kind of cool. You fly different types of planes. I think you fly like biplanes, and then you fight like jet fighter planes and stuff. Depending on what game mode you select, you fight and fly different types of planes from different eras. So it is kind of cool, especially for an old Atari game. You get a few different modes to play, and the flying mechanics are slightly different depending on what type of aircraft you're flying. So it is pretty cool. Okay, this is Mr. Do. I never played Mr. Do before. I looked it up a bit, and it does look kind of cool. What can I say? It almost reminds me slightly of Dig Dug. Anyway, if you're interested in it, check it out. Okay, and this is Mousetrap. This is, it's okay. You have to go around a maze, and I think you're a mouse, and you're trying to stay away from cats. You have to try and trap them or something like that. I can't quite remember. It's not one that I played when I was a kid. It's just one that I picked up with this bundle, but I did look it up. It looks like it's going to be fun, so I got to definitely check it out. Yeah, Mousetrap. Pretty awesome. Lots of games. I couldn't believe that. I got this here. This is for Star Raiders. This is the peripheral you need. It's a gamepad. Now it has a cover on it here, because you can use this gamepad for other games, but it has the specific Star Raiders overlay here. And you put that on, and that way you're able to play the game properly, because you need more than just a joystick to play that game. Like I mentioned before, though, even with this, it's not the greatest game ever, but you still can't play it at all if you don't have this. Okay. I got one box here for Q*bert. It's kind of in poor condition. You can see there's tape on the edge. It's not the greatest, but it's got something pretty cool inside it. Alright, these are Atari manuals for just about every single game there. I think there's one or two that weren't there. Actually, there's a couple else I didn't show you because I already have them in my collection, but I got some manuals for them now, so I'll just show them off. Alright, this is Missile Command. See how I can do this. Missile Command, Star Raiders, Asteroids, Demon Attack, Amadar, Hubert, The Empire Strikes Back, that's cool. Jungle Hunt. And I got one for football, so if you want to, you can learn how to play it. Miss Pac-Man. That's one I have in my collection already, so I didn't show the cartridge, but I'm glad I had the manual. Dig Dug. Moon Patrol. It was funny, this came with it too, Time Warp. It's just someone printed out a piece of paper. It was thrown in there. Carnival. Mr. Do, and Time Pilot. So just about every game there covered. Got the manuals. Keep them in this Hubert box. Alright, that's pretty cool. I got a couple more things I want to show you. Alright, I love Atari, but I also love Sega Master System, so I picked up some Sega Master System stuff, and I'm just going to show you that. Alright, this is Outrun. This is a cool game. It's one of the first racing games I ever played, other than probably Hang On, the motorcycle game for Sega Master System. But in this one, you know, you're driving in a convertible sports car and stuff, and it was a pretty cool game. Back when it came out anyway, I used to play this quite a bit. I used to be able to get pretty far, but could never make it to the end of the finish line. You're timed, and if you don't make it, then well, you start over. Okay, this is a Transbot. I guess it's kind of supposed to be like Transformers or something. You have a spaceship, transforms into a robot, maybe a couple other forms. I've only played it a little bit. It's pretty much a side-scrolling shooter, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, this is the final game I want to show you guys. Now the Sega Master System one, and this is Bart versus the Space Mutants. This is really cool. I actually played the NES one a lot when I was younger, so I thought it was cool to pick up a Sega Master System one. I just wanted to show you something with it. It's pretty cool. The cartridge actually has a white label on it, where most Sega Master System games have red. This is actually the only white label game I have right now. I do remember a couple other ones when I was younger. I'm looking forward to playing this game. It was really tough, but I remember as I got a bit older, I think I could get to the third level. It was a really tough game, though. Alright, what do you think of that? Please leave a comment. Have you played any of these games? Do you want to play any of these games? Do you want to see me do a video of any of these games? These are great. I'd love to do one of Bart vs. Space Mutants, maybe Outrun, some of these Atari games like Empire Strikes Back. That'd be great. Anyway, like I said, please leave a comment. Also, if you have any games that you know you saw in this collection that you want to see me do like a gameplay of, I don't know, sorry, I think I already said that, but still, I got Q-Birds, you know, Warlords is really cool. I also mentioned earlier I do want to do a special video on that one game. I have it right here with the funny label. If you know what that is, please leave a comment. Okay, anyway, that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and also tap that bell icon to get more updates of the B-Rad video show. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.